everybody! Welcome to the 5th video for this channel, where today we're going to be looking at 10 things to take away from Hell in a Cell 2015. But first, it was really hard to get excited for this pay-per-view since all of the matches we have seen before, and very recently too. Kevin Owens versus Ryback for the Intercontinental Championship, Charlotte versus Nikki for the Divas Championship, Roman Reigns and Bray Wyatt, New Day and Dudley Boys were all 1 month ago at Night of Champions, Brock Lesnar and Undertaker was 2 months ago at SummerSlam, and Kane versus Seth Rollins has been on what's felt like every night since Night of Champions. So here we go, number 10. We need to see more random and meaningless mid-card tag matches. Dolph Ziggler, Cesaro, and Neville versus Rusev, Sheamus, and King Barrett was great. It was fun to see matches where people whose names were clearly drawn out of a hat the morning of the show. Such a creative pairing of different guys and styles is always interesting when they're given the freedom to create whatever kind of matches they want. More like this, please. Number 9. There is still a clear gap between Team PCB and everybody else. Charlotte looks amazing while Nikki, who's improving, is still whiffing on just basic wrestling logic. Maybe don't get into kick-out position before the ref has even started counting. Let Hulk Hogan do that shit. Number 8. Goodbye US Open Challenge. The US Open Challenge might be the best thing on the main roster in 2015. Cena was giving guys like Cesaro, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Neville, The New Day, all chances to put on these long, high-profile matches and look good doing it. This is what Cena should have been doing for a while now. He was also doing it every week for free on Raw. He's a fucking champion for doing so. Number 7. Holy shit, welcome back Alberto Del Rio. I was never the biggest Del Rio fan, but he got a huge pop out of me when he and an also returning Zeb Coulter announced him. Also, they're a face pair? Such a radically 180-degree change in their characters since the last time we saw him, but good to have him back. Number 6. You don't realize how important Xavier Woods is until he's not there. It's been said 100 times, but the New Day is the most entertaining thing WWE has going. If it were anywhere else but the New Day, I would have been rooting so hard for the Dudleys. And I was convinced they were going to win, considering how many times we've seen this matchup for the titles. And also being a man down. So it was nice to be surprised by the outcome. Also, watching the ref try and decide if Bubba hit Kofi with the trombone or not was fucking great. Anytime you can play with wrestling logic like that and get the refs involved, it's really entertaining. Number 5. Kane still puts on a good match, but he's still just so goddamn boring. Admit it, there's a part of your brain that thought, well, I mean, there's a chance Kane might win. WWE probably wants to let him hold the main title for longer than a day before he retires. But when Seth Rollins wins, you think, oh yeah, duh. What the fuck was I thinking? This is also Rollins' second pay-per-view match in a row against someone over the age of 45. Big names, but not great matches. Number 4. Why is the Intercontinental Championship match going on later than the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match? I'm all for anything that makes Kevin Owens look good, but it's still weird. I understand Rock and Cena going on after Punk and Jericho for the championship at WrestleMania 28 because of the spectacle of it all, but it still just felt weird this pay-per-view. And yes, I understand it being in the bathroom spot, but fuck anyone who says, oh, it's just Kevin Owens and Ryback. I'm gonna go take a piss. I won't miss anything. Number 3. I hate Hell in a Cell being its own entire show. How about we just scrap the gimmick pay-per-views altogether? Hell in a Cell, TLC, Elimination Chamber, etc. The surprise of, there's only one way to end this. You and me, one more time. In a Hell in a Cell. Is way more exciting than, what's next month? Hell in a Cell? Oh, cool. Or at the very least, can we please move Hell in a Cell out of October? It's so weird seeing WWE hand a terrible company like Susan G. Komen a check for $1 million, make the middle rope pink, show breast cancer survivors in the crowd, then have guys beating the shit out of each other in this giant steel cage while Michael Cole screams, he's gonna send him straight to hell. Number 2. Hopefully this is the end of Bray Wyatt and Roman Reigns. Whatever happened to keeping guys apart till their big pay-per-view match? WWE must think, well, if two guys are feuding, they constantly have to have matches together. Where's the excitement seeing Bray versus Roman for the 16th consecutive week? This feud should have had Roman on Raw facing guys like Stardust and Barrett, and when Roman's about to get the win, the lights go out, we hear some struggling, a few chair shots, the lights come back on, Roman's out, Stardust and Barrett get the win. We all know who's responsible, but we never see them in the same ring until a pay-per-view. That's the draw for the show. Come on down and see Roman Reigns finally get his hands on Eater of Worlds, Bray Wyatt, only on the WWE Network. It makes Roman look vulnerable but determined, Bray looks strong and smart, so when Roman finally gets a one-up on Wyatt, no matter how smarky you are, there's a party that thinks, alright, good for Roman. And number 1, Undertaker is old and probably should retire, but I really don't want to see him go. It wasn't as good as their 2002 Hell in a Cell match, but damn was this fun. Lesnar looks like a beast and Taker can still hang with the best of them. Also, how good is it to see blood again? I know there's a no blading policy, but good luck telling Lesnar or Taker what the fuck to do in their match. Lesnar ripping up the ring was great, so was watching him get chokeslammed and tombstoned onto the exposed wood. Lesnar having to resort to the low blow and an F5 on the wood was perfect, and made total sense to finally put Taker away. Very smart booking. Seeing Taker struggle to do his sit-up spot, finally doing it, followed by the thank you Taker chants, was fantastic. Also, if you didn't mark out for the Wyatts interrupting Taker's salute to the crowd, why even watch wrestling anymore? That was a perfect moment to allow yourself to feel all of the feelings. The Wyatt family also looks amazing with 4 people, and them carrying Taker away was a perfect wrap-up for a surprisingly well-done pay-per-view. So those are my 10 things to take away from Hell in a Cell 2015. If I missed any, or you think of some, let me know in the comments below. Also, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, and if you hit that subscribe button, you're the first to know when new videos come out. And that makes you pretty fucking cool. Thanks for watching. Bye.